right, so we're into our journey this morning. We all got up early. Brady actually got out of bed. Blakeley would not let us go without her. She did not last too long. She's out cold. We got a little bit of a travel ahead of us. We're actually going to pick up something pretty cool. I'll leave it at that. We will get into it here in a minute when we actually get it and pick it up. There's actually two things in this area, but I've only had one respond. I've been working on this particular one for a little while. And I guess the moral of this video is stick to your word. So this is not a very expensive item. Brady already counted the money out, and but I told this man I'd take it like 2 weeks ago, and he realized, you know, through friends, and actually one of his good friends was a part-time employee for us doing detailing one time. So he knew I was good for it, but I gave my word, and I have not been able to get to this thing. Nor was I able to send in the employees because they have actual jobs and things they have to do. So sometimes I have a transporter that's close by. Nothing has worked out. So we've been 2 weeks. I've offered to send him a deposit. I've offered to go ahead and pay him in full for this. But he said, nope, I just would rather have cash and when you pick it up. I'm like, okay, cool. So today's the day, and I'm sticking to my word. It wasn't convenient because everybody had to get up early, and it is a Saturday, so I would have loved to have got a few other things accomplished. But getting a little time with Brady and Blakeley on the road, that's going to be cool. But always stick to your word, or at least follow through. If I couldn't have stuck to my word with picking it up, I was going to at least get it paid, because you don't know. This amount of money for this guy may be a integral part of his lifestyle. He might be depending on this money to pay bills. He might be depending on this money to buy another item. I don't know. We don't know. So we just got to be, you just got to always remember that. And just like in our business, just this week, I'll use a couple examples. We, well, this is a good example, but it was last week, not this week. A truck left without temporary tags because we try to wait with the tags for the truck to leave so they don't get blown off or they don't fall off. And transporter showed up. Nobody realized tag wasn't on it. So we had to mail those, and thankfully they made it before the truck did, so that was good. But in this week, we did have a truck leave, and it needed a washer bottle under the hood, and I'd ordered it. It came in a day after the truck shipped. Also, it's been a busy week. I don't know if it was this week or last week, but a truck left, and it needed a fan control module. The fan worked for the motor, so it wouldn't go overheat, but the fan was not working when you turned the AC on, so it needed a little control module. Relay. It also came in like 1 or 2 hours after the truck left, so we had to mail that out. And then we had another part that a customer needed that we happened to have from taking off of another vehicle. Also was not as convenient. It should have gone in another shipment where Raymond was delivering something and it didn't, so we had to actually mail it instead of hand delivering it. But all in all, you stick to your word, you follow through. I jump on Trista and AJ sometimes because I'm like, get this in the mail, because I don't want them to forget. Trista mailed some really important documents out yesterday that I happened to come across finalizing some paperwork. A lot of people would have probably thrown it away, but it was original paperwork for a 1987 V20 truck. I didn't even call and tell the customer. I'm going to surprise him and mail it, but I was going through the documents and actually found these papers, which were some of the original warranty documents, a couple of receipts, and some other things that specifically went to that truck. Went ahead and mailed those to him. You know, he might throw them away too, but I figure he's going to probably appreciate it, just being as it is part of that truck's life, and a really cool part of that truck's life. It also validates that that truck was West Coast its whole life. So pretty cool stuff. We're about an hour out from our destination, and we'll bring you a little video if we remember as soon as we get out to do it. If not, once we get loaded up, stop and get some gas. This Raptor is not good on gas, so we burn through a lot of fuel in this thing. But if we do stop, we'll get a video and show you guys what we're bringing out. We did get a chance to stop by a little local car show.
Club participation is
right
going
up
to
the street, actually.
Corvette Club.
Some really nice cars.
Is there a restaurant here?
There is no restaurant here, Blakeley.
Is there a plane? Is Is there a playground?
There is no playground either, unfortunately.
No, right there. Right there.
Yeah. Oh, there is a playground. Yep, you're right.
We're going to the best paint. The best paint on the lot today.
Some really nice cars here.
Best paint.
For a local car show, that's our good friend Casey.
Larry
High
Baldwin.
school.
Car number 9. That's the
Nice car here,
Chevelle
too.
over here, thank you.
Casey drove this car in high school. Matter of fact, I think his sister drove it first, and then him. We'll get an interview with him soon. I showed it on the channel a while back, and a lot of y'all liked it, but he did this car completely himself down to the paint.
Daddy, go to
Beautiful
the
Chevelle
playground.
also.
Daddy, go to the playground.
Oh yeah, and Brian and his low
Car
rider.
number 29.
Square
Paul
body.
Allen, 72 Chevette. Chevrolet C10. That's the engine.
Cool car here.
Paul Allen, 72 Chevy C10. Best engine. Very clean under
Exposed,
the hood.
exposed valves. Or rocker arms anyway.
We're down to the bikes.
Makes it easy to lubricate them.
Daddy, follow
Yeah.
Bike number 36.
All right.
Hobby Zador, 2018 Honda Goldwing. First place.
Go to the playground.
Hey, what are those things?
Bike number
Motorcycle.
35.
Hey, what do you want Mama to make?
Want to make, what are these called?
The grapes.
Mommy, I want you to make a grape pie.
And we're getting all the ingredients, right?
We're getting all the ingredients. There's
Right there.
a thick one.
Well, there it is.
Dad!
Yeah, girl.
Come on!
You want to ride?
Come on.
All right, we can ride. Let me show everybody real quick, though, okay?
Daddy,
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want to show anybody. Daddy, stop pointing the camera at me.
Okay. Well, guys, that's what we went to get today. But we ended up with two. Crazy. The one there to the left is the one we went to get. Then an hour and a half later, a phone call came in and ended up with this one. So I'm going to show you guys a little something different, because looking at these two bikes on here, you'll be like, okay, they're pretty cool. And they are. They're both very cool. 200X, 1985. This one here, original plastic, original
Daddy, now
additions on the gas tank there, the fairing pieces.
Daddy, now we have Drea.
Yeah, we actually do have 3 of this color. You're correct, girl. Smart little thing. Both with an almost original front tire, both with original wheels, both with aftermarket rear tires, both knobby, which is way different than the tire it actually comes with. This one's on aftermarket plastic, aftermarket seat, but a very original tank and original handlebars. That's got aftermarket handlebars. I've got 2 particular customers that have been asking about 200Xs. So I believe one of these will probably suit his fancy, one of the guys. And then the other, I don't really know what he's looking for, whether he's looking for something that is aftermarket plastic or factory, but 2 good specimens. Between the 2, we can actually switch over the handlebars to this one, because it's not going to hurt it. It's already aftermarket, a lot of stuff. But the cool part between the 2, looking at them, you'd say, okay, they're almost identical. And they really are, other than this one having the factory plastics, which are in excellent shape. Headlight is different. That's got to be changed back out. Yep, shout out to Mountain Dew. Blakeley's ready to ride. We're going to rip on both of these for a good ride. They both are on Chinese carburetors. I got factory carbs for both. Yes, ma'am. You ready to ride? Climb on. She is ready to ride. So we are going to do some riding. It's been a busy day. Hope you guys are having a safe Saturday. While I was walking over here to do this video, I got a call from Cash App. I want to remind you guys about SCAMS. I use a lot of apps to get in rental. All right, we're going to go for a ride. You give me 1 minute to finish video, okay? Cash App is one of them I use for a lot of rental income. First of the month, it's August 1st. Also use Zelle and also use Venmo and a lot of others. Well, got a call. Somebody was trying to change my password on Cash App. Please call immediately. It's a scam, guys. You got to be careful for that. So just a reminder about the scams that are out there. Had a really good friend. He's a smart guy. He's a multiple business owner guy. And he was coming off his boat last Sunday or a couple Sundays ago, and he had a another phone call from them beeped in. Different number though. So anyway, he got off his boat, he had a missed call. It was his bank. Supposedly it was his bank. Said, hey, got some fraudulent activity on your account. You need to call immediately. Called the hotline, gave him his information, gave him social, whatever it was, gave him password, passcode. And again, you know, he was busy. He was coming off the water. A lot of things were happening. He didn't think anything of it. Anyway, they got him for a lot of money. Account negative. They kept on dinging it and drawing it and digging it and drawing it before he could catch it. They had gotten a pretty serious amount of money out of the account. So it's unfortunate, guys, the scams are out there. But here, me and Blakeley were just walking around these two bikes, 85s. But one cool thing, never had this happen before. 8 of 84 production. I brought home a lot of bikes together at one time to bring home 2 at one time and then both match. 8 of 84 also. Both these bikes were produced at the same time. And if I didn't have Blakeley hanging over my neck, I could probably run the VIN numbers real quick and see how close they are. This one ends in 3911. Uh, 1312. So they did not roll off the assembly line near each other, but pretty cool. They did roll off very similar. That tells you how many of these bikes were made, which was a lot, but they are getting farther and fewer between of nice originals. That's definitely a nice modded, but put back to look error correct. This one's still a lot error correct, even though the rear sticker's wrong. You know, there's some purist things that we'll be swapping around. Not proper thumb throttle. Nice thumb throttle though. We just rode it. Drives good, doesn't it, Blakeley? Thumb throttle feels really good on that. And again, wrong handlebars. Some things can be swapped around, and we can make them a lot more proper than they currently are. So 200Xs for today's guys. Fun day, and car show was a good time. Seeing some local good friends and folks, and actually saw Brian and his family out there. And me and Blakeley are going to go for some more rides, get a few more things out. Maybe I'll try to get all the 200Xs together and take a quick pic or video if time permits today. Hope y'all are having a great Saturday. I'll talk to you later.